today adopting strategic autonomy. Please tell me which country in the world would you like to join up with and put your future in their hands? I mean, to me, my interest is best secured by actually maximizing my options, maintaining my freedom of choices. I would argue that the more volatile the world is, the more turbulent it is, the more unpredictable it is as the global order, the old global order unravels. The case for multi-alignment or strategic autonomy, which is part of multi-alignment, actually becomes stronger.
As we know that India's foreign policy has long projected strategic autonomy, and it has been able to manage multiple major powers, and it has served India's interests. It has also helped India to navigate into the complex multipolar world today. But at the same time, multiple scholars have criticized it to be as a sitting on the fence policy, which is also highlights its indecisiveness. So in the context of India in 2047 becoming a developed economy, and also in the context of the ambition of India becoming one of the major global powers, I would like to ask whether strategic autonomy is actually aiding in that process, or is it actually limiting the decisive role that India can play today?
To rise. Now, let me transpose that question. Imagine if you were not today adopting strategic autonomy. Please tell me which country in the world would you like to join up with and put your future in their hands? I can't think of anybody. If you can, I'd like to hear that. I mean, to me, my interest is best secured by actually maximizing my options, maintaining my freedom of choices, handling change by continuously, see, the pace of change that I tried to describe to all of you means you have to keep revising, keep refreshing, keep adjusting, keep recalculating. And you can't do that if you're tied to somebody else. You can do that when you are fundamentally a master of your own destiny. So I would argue that the more volatile the world is, the more turbulent it is, the more unpredictable it is as the global order, the old global order unravels. The case for multi-alignment or strategic autonomy, which is part of multi-alignment, actually becomes stronger, not weaker. And this idea that sitting on the fence, the very use of that phrase, talks as though the land doesn't belong to you. That you get off the fence, you're sitting on somebody else's land. So at some stage, we've got to carve out territory or space for ourselves. And then say, okay, I've taken a stand. Maybe a time will come when others will wonder whether they should be aligning with us or not. So my point is, a lot of these arguments that, freedom of choice is equated with indecision, which is a clever subtext for saying align with me. I think we should call it out. We should say that, look, that's not the way I consider. When we were much weaker, we didn't do it. There is today no case to do it. In fact, when I look at the current trends in global international politics, I would argue that the behavior of states, some of which Ambassador Sibal also referred to, has actually made a stronger case for maintaining strategic autonomy and promoting multi-alignment.